There's a freaking gun. What the heck? I can't pick it up.
I'm Abby. Wanna play?
No. Just take the candy and leave. Stop spamming! Here's how to actually get free Robux. And, well, no, this isn't fake. It's all legit. So a while back, Roblox teamed up with Microsoft. Together, they started offering free Robux codes on their rewards website. Here's the Robux cards right here, and here's where you can actually choose how much Robux you want. Now, how does this work, you might be asking? Well, in order to get the Microsoft points you need in order to get the free Robux, all you have to do is use Microsoft Bing. So instead of Googling something, you're going to want to use Bing instead. Every time you do, you're going to get some Microsoft points, and then with those points, you can get the Robux. And for anyone doubting me, here's proof that it's real straight from the Microsoft Bing account. And well, just for fun, here's a bunch of Robux codes on screen that you can have for free. Make sure to subscribe because I give these out all the time in my live streams. Here's how to actually
iOS 27 is expected to add 3 new AI features next year. In fact, Apple will focus on Apple Intelligence features in 2026 by adding 3 new major features, including a visual redesign for Siri, which is set to be similar to Google Gemini Live on Android. Then, an AI-powered web search tool, close to Search AI on Android. And finally, a new Apple Health Plus service with an AI agent that helps users manage their health. This is Julian from Apple Cycle. Follow me and get my wallpapers in my bio. iOS 27 is expected to add 3 new
I can't believe this just happened. They accidentally sent me the wrong PC. So if you don't know, I bought this Dell Optiplex 3050 with an i5 and no graphics card. And today I got the PC, but it's not a 3050, it's a 6070. That has much better specs. It actually has a graphics card so I don't have to rely on integrated graphics and an i7, which is not what I ordered at all, but I'm not complaining. This is actually much better. Because I basically got a PC that's so much better than this for about the same price. I can't believe this just happened. They accidentally sent me the wrong PC. So if you don't know, I bought this Dell Optiplex 3050 with an i5 and no graphics card. And today I got the PC, but it's not a 3050, it's a 6070. That has much better specs. It actually has a graphics card so I don't have to rely on integrated graphics and an i7, which is not what I ordered at all, but I'm not complaining. This is actually
Here's why you should do this edit instead of a peanut butter. The goal of any edit is to give yourself a right-hand peek where you can see the opponent, but they can't see you. Now, the peanut butter edit is great for that, assuming that you're standing only in this area of the box. But if you're not standing here, most of the time you're actually just still visible. On top of that, opponents can still jump and hit you, and a lot of the time you yourself have to actually jump to hit a shot, which makes it harder for you to aim. But with a bottom right edit, nearly all of these problems are solved. If both players are standing in the center of their boxes, you can see the opponent's entire upper body and they can't see you at all. However, if you were to do a peanut butter here, you can see that the opponent can see your head. A peanut butter in this situation would also just allow them to swing to the left and easily hit you.
Why are iPhone 17s turning pink even though they literally just came out? The real reason is literally rage bait from Apple. Most people think it's because they are just painting their phones or something, but respectfully, Saibow, because this is
Fortnite bots have extra inventory slots. Let me explain. You see, for a while AI in Fortnite had this secret ability to spawn guns into their inventory when jumping out of the battle bus. And I saw this firsthand back in Chapter 4, Season 4, where I had a mythic that only had one copy, but then ran straight into a bot that somehow had spawned the same mythic.
So Sammy deleted Still Allowed him run again, and now the developers say they're going to war. Let me explain. So a few days ago, the Spanish copy of Still a Brainrot showed up on Roblox. It ended up getting like 400,000 players before Sammy allegedly copyright strike the game and got it deleted. Well, today the developers put the game back up, but like an hour later, it got copyright striked again. I guess they saw my video on it. Anyway, the developers released a statement and said they're trying to take us down with all of their resources. You know who, but they won't succeed. The developers also said that they're going to make a video explaining.
So Roblox is a game where you flip a coin. If you guess the most flips in a row, you win a lot of Robux. There's just one catch. You have to be number one. So I started flipping, but this was too slow. So I buy the auto clicker. This was also too slow. So I wrote my own code, and after testing it, my code worked. I left it on overnight, and day 2, I woke up to something huge. 17 flips. I was 12th in the world. First place only had 22. I might actually win. Except, this was never about the Robux. Actually, the lore behind this game is personal. The YouTuber Bundun actually made this game. And if I secretly win his competition, would that not be so funny? So I left it grinding again, but this time for 48 hours. The good news, I got 100,000 flips. The bad news, somebody hit 29 flips. That's a 1 in 530 million chance. But I was determined to win at all costs. And then I hit it 20 in a row. I was back on the leaderboards at 54. And while my playtime was looking mentally ill, the comeback was actually happening. And as the days passed, I became the only person in this game grinding alone. With 500,000 flips, the competition was tightening. And as the week in the competition came to an end, I lost. So Roblox is a game where you flip a coin. If you guess the most flips...
Ain't no way Vine is actually coming back. The former CEO of Twitter just dropped the announcement and the whole internet is glitching. They're bringing back Vine with over 200,000 old memes loaded on day 1, like they're trying to restart the entire 2015 timeline. But here's the crazy part. Every video still has to be under 6 seconds. No long clips, no dragged out jokes, just pure rapid-fire chaos like the old days. And they confirmed there will be zero AI on the platform. No AI brain rots. We are safe. Bro, the great meme reset might actually happen now. Ain't no way Vine is actually coming back. The former CEO of Twitter just dropped the announcement and the whole internet is glitching. They're bringing back Vine.
I just assassinated one of my own viewers. Okay, let me explain. I made this video a few months ago where I had a bunch of my viewers submit challenges, and I would try to speedrun them as quickly as I could. However, this one speedrun I did had quite the interesting objective. Basically, I had to go to my Roblox group, find someone who was in a game, join them, and then kill them as quickly as possible. So I went over to my group and began the speedrun. I started off by cycling through the pages, middle-clicking on everyone who was in-game to open their profile in a new tab, and once I felt like I had enough tabs open, I would quickly cycle through them until I saw a join button on someone's profile and could see what they were playing. The first few games I saw did not seem very viable for this challenge, but then I ran into this guy who was playing the strongest battlegrounds. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me into his game, so I had to keep searching. Then I found this guy who was in Bed Wars, and this time it actually let me into his game. Well, I thought it did until I saw this at the top of my screen. I wasn't sure if I was even going to finish this challenge, but then
No. Be very careful. Oh no. It's dark.